What type of leader am I? I am a quiet and encouraging leader. I like to lead by example and hold myself to the same standards that I hold others. I like to use the gifts that I've been given and encourage my team and to use the gifts that they have given and use their strengths. I think the best team runs the best when all of the people are contributing and using the gifts that they have been given. One example of how this plays out in my life is at the university library where I'm a student manager. I like to collaborate with the fellow students to tackle challenges and problems that we're facing in the library. And I'm rarely one to stand up in the front and say, this is how we're going to fix all these problems, but I like to listen to the ideas and collaborate with my coworkers. So I would definitely say I'm more of the quiet and encouraging and empowering type of leader. What challenges is the church facing? I think the biggest challenge is the decline of attendance. I mean, Luther Sem put out an article in September stating that the ELCA church may be non-existent in 30 years or even less. I do think that this issue of the decline in attendance at churches stems from other issues, including stigma, prejudice, and discrimination in the church, whether that be who can and who can't be ordained, racism, sexism, classism, or any of the other isms for that matter. The rise of the secular age is in our midst, and that brings along the demystification of faith. It's just not as easy to believe what the churches are saying these days. There's also the focus on individualism and lack of focus on the community. Individual expressivism is rising in importance, which is taking away from the community aspect of the church. One other thing I think that leads to the decline in church attendance is the polarization of beliefs, and especially the lack of conversation around these differences and around these beliefs. There are so many more other challenges, and I think the flip side of these challenges are the opportunities. We have the opportunity to turn in the face of these challenges and grow. What will I do to address these challenges? I think that might be the hardest question that I've been asked in quite some time. I know that not alone I can fix this. However, I do have some ideas about how together as a church and how myself particular as a leader can try to bring about some change in the light of these challenges. The first thing that I would do is listen to others. We should ask why people are leaving the church. We should ask why attendance is going down, not by the people who are still in church, but the people who have left. I think the most important thing we can do is ask and listen. Something else I think we can do is go back to meeting people where they are at. Instead of trying to bring church to them, make church more attractive so that we can bring in more people, I think that we need to simply meet people where they are and not demand attendance every week or demand that their kids participate in youth group every week, but that we come alongside them and live with people in what they're going through. I think there are reasons why people are leaving the church, and I don't think that we should negate those reasons. I think out of that comes love. We need to simply love others. I believe that our actions really do speak louder than our words, and right now I think the church is yelling for people to come back, and it's clearly not working. I think we need to focus on just loving people, whether those be the people that are in our pews every Sunday or the people that are not coming to church. We just need to love them and let God speak and trust that the Holy Spirit is going to do the work that we simply can't do.